Welcome back. Formula Drift's in the ATL, where there's some grilling and chilling going on. As we take a break from competition, Courtney Day gives us the lowdown on the track.
Welcome back to Road Atlanta for the second stop of the 2008 Formula Drift Pro Championships. Now the cool thing about this track is they use it for all sorts of motorsports, for everything from road track testing to the Petit Le Mans for the ALMS. So let's talk to the drifters and find out what they think of the track.
Road Atlanta is our favorite stop. I mean, I love it. I mean, look at this place. It's gorgeous.
You basically run down a hill between 90 and 100 miles an hour into the first turn and immediately transition to an uphill.
Dump the clutch when you get close to the apex, carry the speed through there. That's where the radar gun is. And then it's a big transition, and I can carry third gear now with this car all the way through the very tight horseshoe. It's uphill, which is challenging to keep the momentum and the angle. Many guys that they've been struggling spinning out there. So you have to watch for that little extra swing that you get because of the elevation you have. And I like to try to go full throttle through that next left-hander, which I think is the ballsiest part of the whole track. If you can carry full throttle on that little bit of a banked corner, it's an amazing feeling. Then you have to brake pretty hard for the very last turn, and you're done.
Let's see some good runs out here. Ready to drive.
The action starts on top of a hill looking onto the course below. Both cars line up side by side and floor it, screaming down the hill before drifting into an exacting 90-degree left-hand turn. Cars experience the second of 3 elevation changes as they counter steer in the opposite direction and head uphill towards the horseshoe, where clipping point or marker number 1 can be seen on the right-hand side. Vehicles entering the horseshoe must maintain the best line possible while keeping their speed up as judges zero in on the smoothest attack. Drivers should be getting the front of their cars as close as possible to the second clipping point when they exit the horseshoe. Now it's an all-out pedal mash as drivers get hit with yet another elevation change going back down the course in the opposite direction. After a sweeping left, drivers approach the third and final clipping point, then roll through a final right back up the hill towards the start and await their scores.
And right back to the action we go with Ryan Tuerck taking on Hiro Sumida in heat number 2 in the round of 16. Sumida putting on a good battle, spinning towards the end of the run. Tuerck trying to avoid him. Sumida gets a 0 and Tuerck moves on to the grade 8.
Now it's back to competition with 2-time series champion Sam Hubinette going against Conrad Grunwald, who put up a really good fight in Long Beach, Ryan.
Absolutely, man. This is going to be a great battle right here. It always seems as if we get these big, monstrous cars right off the bat to get people excited for the top 16.
The battle of the behemoths. Sammy Hubinette's going to lead. Conrad Grunwald's going to give chase. 18 cylinders on track. Let's see how the chrome nose goes into that first turn of Sam Hubinette.
Conrad already doing a very good job staying tight on Samuel. Oh, he goes wide.
A little too aggressive, 90 miles per hour. As Conrad chases Sam Hubinette, loses control. That's going to be a 0 for Conrad Grunwald.
Yeah, right now might be a good time to mention that the judges are looking for tire drops on the track. In Long Beach, we had walls. Here, we do not have any walls. You can see right here, Conrad goes wide, drops 2 tires. That is a 0. If a competitor drops 1 tire, it is only a point deduction.
Sam Hubinette with a 5, Conrad Grunwald with a 0. Conrad Grunwald's going to lead. Sam Hubinette is going to give chase.
Quite a bit of ground to make up for Grunwald here. Let's see if he can do it.
Conrad Grunwald going to let it all hang out a little too much. Throws up the infamous red dirt here in Atlanta, 83 miles per hour. Man, Conrad just looking a little sloppier than he did in Long Beach.
Having a tough time dropping a tire right off the bat. All the meanwhile, you see Sam Hubinette sucking up tight on him. Going to be hard to take this one home, Jared.
Sam Hubinette, many-time victorious at this track, and I think he's going to come out on top here today too, Ryan.
You are a real man, Sam Hubinette. Good job.
Great job by Sammy Hubinette. Conrad Grunwald drops the tire early in the run. Sammy Hubinette maintaining pressure all the way through, and the teams give him props.
Conrad a rising star, but Sam Hubinette takes him out this round.
Sam, oh my goodness, you are back in your comfort zone, back with your old car. You look amazing. You just took out Conrad. What did it take to do that?
Well, again, Conrad is a very talented driver. He actually ended up coming off the track a little bit, got some dust going, deductions. I had a lot of traction from the KDWs we've put on from the BS Goodrich. We put 335s on the car, massive rear tires, so we got a lot of grip, and the Mopar V10 runs well, so we're gonna just keep climbing up towards the podium. I hope.
All right. Keep climbing. Good luck with that. You guys will have to wait and see.
I hope I drift you guys later.
Here's Heat 4 of the action. Forsberg, last year's winner, going against Takatori, a newcomer to Formula Drift. Takatori's going to lead. Forsberg's going to give chase.
So Takatori, very impressive in Long Beach. A good showing there. And Forsberg coming off the win last year, Jared. You know he's got to be amped up.
Takatori, decent initiation. Kind of lacking in the angle. Forsberg, really aggressive. 84 miles per hour from Takatori.
Yeah, you'll see he got a lot of speed right off the bat, but you're right, Jared. The angle was a little lacking.
Good angle through the horseshoe. Chris Forsberg mirroring him all the way through the horseshoe as they head back down the hill.
Forsberg applying awesome pressure to Takatori. Takatori not doing a bad job either, but Forsberg hanging in there. Starts to fall off a little bit towards the last round here. Forsberg straightens up top. Takatori pulls away a little bit at the end. Gonna have a slight advantage.
You called it, Ryan. Takatori with a 7, Forsberg with a 4.
Wonderful.
Now he's going to lead. Takatori's going to give chase. Can he make up that deficit?
Those small mistakes can have big impact towards your score. Forsberg just having a little bit of trouble. He's got to push it hard here to try to take out Takatori.
82 miles an hour from Forsberg. Great flick, transition, back up into the horseshoe.
Lots of smoke coming off Forsberg's car, but Takatori right there. Let's see who gets the acceleration coming down this last part of the track.
Too much smoke, too late, I think, for Forsberg. Takatori kind of all over him.
Checking out Forsberg as they come up to the last part of that horseshoe, and some big smoke by both competitors to finish up the run.
74, whatever it was, it's pretty insane. That was the best thing.
Takatori dethrones the defending Atlanta champ. Forsberg's knocked out. With our defending Atlanta champ out of the action, who will step up? Coming up, we've got heats from Gitten, Millen, and Yoshihara. Who will emerge? Stick around. Welcome back to Road Atlanta and Formula Drift. Half of our field is set for the Grade 8. Let's take a look at some of the highs and lows from a couple of the heats.
A very scary moment for Vaughn Gittin Jr. early on as he faces newcomer and possible giant killer Patrick Mordaunt. Vaughn Gittin Jr. drops 2 tires, Mordaunt also with the 0. They go one more time, but JR able to take home a win.
In Heat 6, D-Mac, Darren McNamara versus Reese Millen. D-Mac is finished before he barely starts as he takes a wrong turn and winds up in the dirt.